just wrote down at the top of the mat. Starting to lengthen your inhales and exhales. And reflect on that intention and any kind of change that you may feel called to do in order to achieve or reach that intention. So when we put our mind in a space of being open to change, and we start to focus on what it is that we want to achieve, what it is that we want to change, we start going through the motions to achieve that change. So even just knowing what the goal is, what the target is, and what it is you want to change is such a huge part of the journey to reach that destination. So as you take your next inhale, I want you to lengthen the spine and sit up tall. Crown of the head will shine up toward the sky. And then as you exhale, just let the shoulders melt down, the spine long, with the side body and shoulders just kind of melt down toward the earth. Inhale, lengthening the spine, sitting up tall, crown of the head reaches high. And then exhale, keep the spine long. And melt the side, back, shoulders. One more inhale in. Pause at the top. Notice the energy swirling around the heart with your inhale. That is your intention. That is what you want to change. And then slowly exhale and feel the sit bones melt into the earth, root in, and give you a strong foundation for your practice. Okay, from here, we're going to come up off of, you can stay on the cushion or you can come up off the cushion, whatever feels good. We're going to start to add a little bit of movement. So whatever feels good here. You can gently open the eyes. Feel free to keep them closed if that feels good. We're going to take some seated cat-cows. So go ahead and take your hands to your knees. On your inhale, keep the spine long, crown of the head toward this sky. I'm so used to saying ceiling when I miss spine. It's so nice. And then meet me at the bottom of an exhale here. On your next inhale, pull the palms against the knees, pull the chest through the arms, lift the gaze toward the sky, arch the back, open the heart. Exhale, push the palms into the knees, and round through the back body. So you're going to pull the shoulders apart, pull the shoulders forward, tuck the chin and tuck the tailbone forward. Inhale, you're going to lift, lengthen, pull the heart through, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the back body. Let the palms pull on the knees to separate the shoulders. One more of each. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the heart. Scoop the shoulder blades together behind the heart, lift it up toward the sky. Exhale, round through the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. All right, on your next inhale, we're going to lengthen out the left leg and then keep the right foot hugged in. So we're going to be in a figure 4. So on our inhale, spine stays long and strong. Inhale, arms will sweep up nice and big. Exhale, the left hand goes to the left foot and the right hand reaches up and over. Shoulders will stack so that you can open your heart to the front. your next inhale, you're going to cartwheel the right hand back behind your hip, push into the palm, come up on your right knee. We're going to lift it open through the front body, through the hips. This is a modified wild thing here. Okay, exhale, keep this left hand and sweep it around. Come back to sit, reach for that left foot, right arm comes up and over and stretch. We're going to do that 2 more times. On your inhale, right hand sweeps in front of you, back toward the hip, push into the mat, push up, open through the front body. Exhale, sweep the left arm around. Sit and sweep over to the left side, open. Stack the shoulders, maybe even squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, inhale one more time. Sweep around, right hand behind the hips, lift up, stretch through the left toes and left fingers. Then exhale, come to sit. Bring left foot in, right leg out. Inhale, arms sweep up big. Exhale, right hand to right foot, left arm opens up, shoulders are stacked on top of each other, heart is opening toward the sky, toward the trees. Inhale, sweep the left arm down and around, hand behind the hip, push up and open, let the right arm and right leg be one long line. Exhale, come back down to sit, sweep right hand to right foot, left arm reaches over. Inhale, sweep left arm around, plant, lift the hips up and back. Beautiful. One more time. Exhale, come down. Sweep around to the right foot. Stretch with the left. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, sweep back. Plant the hand. Lift the hips up, forward. Exhale, come down to sit. Okay, we're going to cross the legs, come forward into a tabletop, so you can take your cushion and just place it off to the side. Come into a tabletop. Shoulders are going to be over wrists, hips are over knees. We're going to do 2 cat-cows here. So inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Shine the heart through the upper arms. Exhale, push into the palms, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, arch through the back, separate the shoulders. One more. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, push into the palms, arch through the back. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. Take the knees out wide, toes together, and then sink the hips back for a child's pose. As you bring the upper body down, bring both hands off the left side of the mat. You can interlace the right fingers into the left. And then exhale, melt the heart into the mat. The right arm and right shoulder are going to have a good stretch here. Notice the breath. Notice the sounds around you. On your next inhale, walk the hands through center and then all the way off onto the right. You can interlace the left fingers into the right and then lower the left shoulder back down toward the mat. Big stretch in the left arm, left shoulder, upper back. Inhale, let the hands come back through center, and then just allow the arms to rest, the head to rest down on the mat, the heart to melt into the mat. Find your resting child's pose here. Notice the third eye space between the eyebrows, pushing into the mat, meeting the earth. Take an inhale and feel the energy from the earth, giving you that foundation for your practice as we get ready to stand up and move, giving you the foundation for your intention. When you're ready, inhale, lift the head, bring the palms to the mat, and bring the hips up just enough so that you can tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, find your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here gently, stretch through the back of the legs, and then find some stillness, tiny bend in the knees, push the hips up higher. And then on your next inhale, look forward between the hands. And then inhale, step forward. Little steps, just walking forward to meet at the top of your mat, finding a forward fold here. Widen the step or the stance if that helps with balance on this uneven surface. Bend into the knees if that helps relieve the lower back. And let the upper body hang heavy. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale to a halfway lift. Fingertips will come to the shins. Back is flat, crown of the head is shining forward. And then exhale, melt into the earth, into your forward fold. On your next inhale, bend into the knees. Big sweep up with the arms. Gaze follows up to the sky, and then exhale, hands come to heart center. Bow the head. Pause here for a moment. Bring the mind back to your intention as we get ready to start our moon salutation. All right, when you're ready, inhale, arms will sweep up big. We're going to interlace the fingers except for the pointer fingers and the thumbs. Okay, so here's our inhale, big stretch and point toward the sky. And then as you inhale again, we're going to open the heart and bend backwards. Carefully, don't lose your balance. Stay strong in the feet. Nice. Exhale, come back up. And we're going to stretch over to the right. Keep the left foot rooted into the mat, into the earth. Bend over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Step out wider and point your toes to the corners, 45 degrees. And then exhale, we're going to bend deep into the knees, deep into the arms. Find your goddess. Perfect. Inhale, lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Find your star pose here. So arms and legs are long, strong, and engaged. We're going to bring left toes to parallel the mat, right toes to point to the tree line. And then on our exhale, we're going to bring arms to a T first, and then hinge at the hip. Right hand comes down to the ankle. Left hand lifts up toward the sky. Beautiful. On your next exhale, we're going to close this whole left side body down. So you're going to rotate your left foot to face the same direction as your right, and then close the left side off. This is a pyramid. So your feet are on railroad tracks, not in one line. So give some space between your feet. Okay, on your next inhale, carefully, and you can use your cushion for this if you want to, if the ground is rocky or hard. We're going to come to a low lunge. So take an inhale here in your pyramid. And then on your exhale, put a little bit of weight in the right foot. Come up off the left so that you can bring it down to the knee. Perfect. And then hinge or push forward into the hips. Lift the arms open. Low lunge here. Okay, on our exhale, we're going to bring the hands down and around to the center, like so on the inside of that right foot. We're going to tuck the left toes, and then we're going to squat into this right knee. Beautiful. So if this feels good for you here, you can lift the fingers off the mat, hands at heart center. Just remember the ground is uneven. Nice. On your next exhale, plant the hands in the middle, come up with feet wide, toes out to 45 degrees again, and then inhale, find your goddess. Bend into the knees. Okay, we're gonna go opposite around. So here's our full moon right here. On your next exhale, we're gonna sink into the left knee. Hands at heart center if you want to take them off the mat. And then on your next inhale, bring the hands around to frame that left foot. We're going to rotate into that low lunge. Right knee is down on the mat. Perfect. Hips come forward. Arms lift up on your inhale. Look at that sunset. Okay, on your next exhale, plant the hands to frame that front left foot. Tuck your right toes. Lift up. Straighten both legs. You're going to find your pyramid here. You probably want to step your stance in a little bit. It's not meant to be a big, huge stretch. And then fold over that front left leg. On your next inhale, the left foot stays where it is. The right foot is going to parallel the outside edge of your mat. Left hand stays down by your left foot. Right arm opens. Find your triangle here. Inhale, we're going to come up big into our star. Toes rotate to 45 degrees. Exhale to goddess. Bend into the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale to lift up. Interlace the fingers. Point the fingers. Now left side stretch. Inhale to center and open the heart. Point the fingers toward the back. Exhale, arms stretch up. And hands at heart center. Step the feet in. Bow the head. Pause. That is one complete moon salutation. So we're going to do that again, probably one more time. Let me see what time it is. Okay, one more time, and then we'll cool down and do our meditation. So, from here, feet are hip width apart, hands at heart center. So this is like our new moon, when we see the least amount of moon in the sky. So inhale, arms will reach up. Interlace the fingers, point the fingers to the sky. Stay here for an exhale. Find a strong foundation here in the feet, strong long spine, and then inhale, open, point to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right side bend. Inhale to center. Step the feet out wide, toes pointed to the side. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders together, bend deep into the knees. Inhale, lengthen, legs and arms long and strong. While you're here, turn your left foot to parallel the outside edge of your mat. Right toes go out to the side. Arms come down to a T. Hinge at the hips. Right arm comes down inside the right foot. Left arm is long. Stay here for an inhale. Maybe turn the gaze to the sky. Good. On your exhale, left hand sweeps down. Frame that front foot. Turn the left foot to face the same direction. Fold over that front right leg. Stay here for an inhale. On your exhale, shift some weight into the right foot so you can lift and come down onto that left knee. Inhale, bend into the hips. Open the heart. Find your low lunge. On your exhale, hands will come down to the inside of that right foot. We're gonna, in one movement, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then sink into the right knee. All right, on your next inhale, let the hands come to the center. Come to a wide leg forward fold, toes pointing out to the side. And then inhale, deep bend into the knees, arms come up, squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart. Here's our full moon. Nice. Inhale, hands come down to frame the left, sink down into your left Skandasana. When you're ready, on your next inhale, the hands will sweep down to frame the left foot. Rotate so you find that low lunge. So right knee's down on the mat. Perfect. Sink into the hips. Inhale, big sweep up. Look at that gorgeous sunset. On our exhale, frame the front foot. Put weight into the left foot so you can lift off the right knee. And then take a short step in. Fold over the front left leg. On your next inhale, left hand stays to the inside of the left foot. Rotate the right foot to parallel the outside edge of the mat. And then inhale, sweep the right arm up. Maybe turn the gaze to the sky as you take another inhale. Stay for your exhale. And inhale, come all the way up, find your star. Toes rotate to the corner. Arms reach up. Exhale, bend into the knees, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale to come up, interlace the fingers. Point your fingers and thumbs, stay out. And then exhale, stretch over to the left. Inhale to come straight. Exhale, carefully open the heart. Lean back just a little. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a step into the middle. Close the eyes here for just a moment. Bring the mind back to your intention. What is it that you are hoping to change this full moon? What is it that you are feeling called to let go of or release? Your next inhale. Just want you to stay standing here in your Tadasana mountain pose, but just turn and look over the tree line. Keep the hands at heart center, or sometimes I like to place my palms on my heart and stack my hands. Take a moment to appreciate what we've been offered for this practice this evening. We believe that when the right people come and show up on their mat, the universe knows who needs to be on the mat, in this space, on this day. Hopefully this moment connects you with whatever reason you felt called to show up today. Meet me at the bottom of an exhale here. And then on an inhale, push the palms or the thumbs into the heart space, into the chest. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulders together. Just one more time before we start to lay down and cool down. Maybe feel the increase in energy around the heart with this inhale and shining the heart forward. When you're ready, slowly release the hands. Come back to face the front of your mat. We're going to take a wide leg forward fold here. Toes can be pointed to the sides or straight, doesn't matter. We're going to inhale, arms sweep up nice and big. Exhale, just let the hands come down to the mat. Let the upper body hang heavy here. Don't try to hold the neck or the head in any particular position. And then maybe let the hands grab opposite elbows. So it's really going to release the low back, the legs, let the head hang heavy. Sometimes I like to lean into the left leg and lean into the right leg, a little bit of a sway just to stretch if it feels good. Edge of your mat. Toes are going to point out to 45 degrees, and then on your exhale we're just going to bring the hips down. We're going to come to our Malasana Yogi squat here. So if this is a lot on the hips or knees or ankles, you can widen your stance or you can come to hero's pose, whatever feels good for you. If you're in Malasana, push the elbows into the knees, hands come together at heart center. Take one more big inhale, and then exhale. All right, on your next inhale, let the hands come down to the mat, come down to the knees, and then to come to sit all the way down. So I encourage you to sit and face this way actually. We're going to do some stretches before our meditation, but that way while we're stretching you can watch the sunset. So when you're ready, you're going to come to lay all the way down on your back. Let the soles of the feet come to the mat. The knees are going to point up toward the sky. And then I want you to lift the right foot, place the right ankle on the left knee, so you're making a figure 4. Perfect. And then thread the right hand through that figure 4 shape, and then the left hand goes to the outside of the left knee. So you're just going to reach behind that left leg and lift the left leg up off the mat. Yep. Okay, so up to you if you want to keep the left leg bent, if you want to extend it out long toward the sky. And then as you exhale, let the right elbow push into the right knee, and left hand or hands behind the knee pull that whole figure 4 shape back toward your face. Notice if the mind starts to wander as we slow the body. Release those distracting thoughts and bring your attention back to your intention. When you're ready, slowly release the grip on that leg. Let the left foot come back down to the mat, and then switch. Right foot comes down, left ankle goes on the right knee. Interlace the fingers behind that right leg. And then when you're ready, the left elbow pushes into